extra point.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Now this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
I have to admit I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Wilson's throw taken in by Slayton.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Barkley, inside handoff.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Giants had 7-4 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Slide for the PAT.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Commanders 14, Giants nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
4th down. Here's Wilson.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 15.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Commanders 14,
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
A give running right, Gibson.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Fourth down, Howell.
And he finds McLaurin. It's a room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. He's able to find Melton.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Faking the handoff. Howell. Another catch from Melton.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll go play action. Howell.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Now they go play action with Howell. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This will be from 49 yards out.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 39, Powell.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Wilson will throw again.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down.
Again, Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
go play action with Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
So here we go, 4th down, Howell.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
And Howe will throw it. This pass complete to Melton.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson.
Got his man on the crossing pattern. It's Slayton.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. the touchdown here to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Off play action. It's Howell.
He's going to air one out.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Washington on 3rd down.
3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And he finds McLaurin.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Kayvon Thibodeaux in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Howell. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him in sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And some room to work. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Commanders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Sly on for the extra point.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Their catch at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
He's got Bellinger. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
On 1st down, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Once more, Gibson.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. And even 60 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the out.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But what a performance. All those points.